and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kanaf and I hope you have enjoyed the festive season. Okay, so today, as in the last video, I had talked about stars. Today, we're going to discuss about the most famous star ever, and that is our own sun. Okay, so many people know that sun is a star, and that's it. It is very hot. That's it. But today, I'm going to tell you about about the sun in detail, and it's really going to be very interesting because you'll learn so many things here. You'll get knowledge about many things. Okay, so let's start the video. But before starting, I want to say that in this video Lalit has supported me. Okay, so I thank Lalit. So let's start. Next, we will be seeing about the sun. So the sun is a star in the center of our solar system, and you can also call it as a sphere of hot plasma roaming in the center of the solar system, which by which the solar system is kept at a shape. Also, you can say that also that is one of the characteristics of the solar system, that the sun helps in the shape of the solar system. Okay, so there is a very high amount of energy, or you can say the tremendous amount of energy released by the sun, or you can use a scientific name, that is the tremendous amount of radiation is released by the sun. And it is really, the sun is like really very hot, and the diameter of the sun is about 109 times more than the earth. Okay, so 109 earths placed in the equator, that is the diameter of the sun, and that's really very big. And it is the largest floating thing in the solar system, and even the heaviest, because its mass is about 3 lakh 30,000 times more than the earth itself. Okay, and its mass is about 99.86% of the total mass of the whole solar system itself. So meaning 99.86% is the total mass covered only by the sun in the solar system. Okay, so you can think how heavy it is. Next, we'll be seeing about the history of the sun. So they say that the sun was born about 4.6 billion years ago, and it was formed after the giant rotating cloud, or you can also call it as nebula. And the nebula was named as the Solar Nebula. And after the nebula collapsed, the matter present in that area formed into one and formed the sun. And most of the materials in the solar system are pulled towards the center of the meaning the solar system, and that is because of the sun. Because of the gravitational force of the sun, most of the materials in the solar system are pulled towards it. Okay, so, and the sun has a lot of nuclear energy, or you can also say a nuclear fuel for the sun to live. And the fuel, everything in this universe has a born time and a dead time. Okay, so the sun, when it loses its nuclear fuel, then it might collapse and form a white dwarf, or a first it will form the red giant, and then it goes into a white dwarf, and then a black dwarf. Okay, so it's a very long process. But sun, don't worry, the sun won't go till about 5 billion years. It won't form a red giant or a white dwarf or a black dwarf. It's gonna be our own sun itself, because it has enough fuel for working. Okay, so this was the history of the sun. Next, we'll be seeing about the atmosphere of the sun. So the atmosphere of the sun is, divided into several zones and layers. And the innermost layer is the photosphere, then comes the chromosphere, then comes the transition region, and then comes the corona on the toppest. But beyond the corona, it is also called as a solar wind. Okay, or you can also say the outflow of gas from the corona. But corona is actually considered the outermost layer of this sun. So in our next video, we'll be, learning about, or, I'll be giving you the knowledge about the several zones and layers of the sun, because it will take a lot of time to explain. So in my next video, I'll be talking about sun part 2, or the layers of the sun. Okay. So let's continue for this slide. Next, we'll be seeing about the magnetic field of the sun. So the strength of the magnetic field of the sun is about only twice as strong as the earth. Okay, but it can reach up to higher, not altitudes, the highest strength, and that can be more strong, like something like 3000 times more stronger than the usual. Okay, and it only reaches this 3000 times stronger only when there are kinks and twists in the magnetic field. And these kinks and twists, these distortions can create flares and even the CME, or you can also call it as this coronal mass ejections. And those coronal mass ejections are really very dangerous, but flares are really the most violent eruptions in the whole solar system. They're really very dangerous. And the CME is only less violent, but it involves extraordinary amount of matter, and a single ejection of the coronal mass ejection can spout roughly 20 billion tons of matter into the space. Okay, so it is really very dangerous. So all these coronal mass ejections take places when there are kinks and twists in the magnetic field, and the magnetic field rises up towards 3000 times more stronger. So this was about the magnetic field of the sun. Yes. So the next is the chemical composition of the sun, and I like in all my before videos, I had told you about that the stars, mostly all stars, are made up of hydrogen and helium, and there are also some amount of matter consists of some elements such as oxygen, carbon, neon, nitrogen, magnesium, iron, silicon. There are many types of elements, but mostly there are hydrogen and helium. Okay, and for every 1 million atoms of hydrogen, there are about 98,000 of helium, and 850 of oxygen, 360 of carbon, 120 of neon, 110 of not silicon, 110 of nitrogen, 40 of magnesium, 35 of iron, and 35 of silicon. So amount of iron and silicon are same always in the sun. Okay, and still hydrogen is the lightest of all these elements. Actually, it's the lightest gas ever known till now. And hydrogen only accounts up for roughly 72% of the sun's mass, and 26% takes away from the helium gas. It takes about 26% of the mass of the sun. So this was the chemical composition. Thank you everyone. This was the part 1 of the sun, and part 2 will be uploaded next Tuesday at 5. So don't forget to watch it. So I hope you have gathered some knowledge from this video and will learn something from this video. Thank you everyone. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.